On Christmas Day, here on 2K Sports, we want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Another struggling team, Wilsons. So for New Orleans right now, Anthony out there with Davis. Then there's Burke. Then there's Brown. And it's Jackson in at the 2. Brown kicks to Davis. And Burke has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they've run into a bit of a wall here as of late. Had been playing pretty good before this latest stretch. Now trying to do whatever they can to get back on track.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for Harrell. To the middle, stolen by McGee. And taken away by Brown. Got a piece of it. Davis finds Okafor. Brown feeling it out a bit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Brown. And Portland making a change here. Harkless is checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Gay's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And the rejection by Collins. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown against McCollum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jordan Crawford comes in for Burke. And Turner kicks to Harkless. And the pass to McGee. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
Tell you what, Greg, it's getting to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
Brown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
The Pelicans have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And Brown drops them both. Now Harkless. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Harkless. Okafor with the steal. Brown the pass to Gay. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Gay's got his first bucket in this one.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
Passes it to Stewart. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Turner passes to Stewart. Back to Turner. And that one drops for him. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score it.
And Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, he acts as a utility night for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Feeds it to Collins. Back to Turner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Laverne, he's checked in for Okafor. Gay can't hit.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Here's Stewart. Gay with the block.
And got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away, put those big hands.
Hill kicks to Brown. Pass to Gay. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Turner with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Turner leading the charge. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Brown uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. As we take a look at the power forward position.
The talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
Count that bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Turner with the basket on the assist by Mo Harkless. Turner's got 12 in the game.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Shoots from 8. And it's Brown missing. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Laverne grabs the miss. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Brown with it, guarded now by Harkless. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pelicans have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
And the pass to Stewart. There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Harkless on the wing, guarded by Crawford. The shot by Harkless, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Crawford's shot is good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
It's stolen by Brown. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pelicans ahead, leading by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Rudy Gay, Brown out there with Jordan Crawford. Then there's Hill, and it's Laverne in at the 5 down low. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, insanity in their last outing against the Warriors really contributed. He scored 14 points, and he did not miss a whole lot from the field. The basket must have seemed pretty big. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
And, you know, given his last game, guys, you have to believe he'll be the go-to guy for them again tonight. I mean, he'll have every opportunity to keep that hot streak going.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
McCollum finds Harkless. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses.
Has not made another three since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
Brown down low. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And, you know, that's good offense there. These are the shots you want to get all the time.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer. Lillard misses.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Shots good by Laverne.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for Lillard.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And Laverne throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Lillard, again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Brown against Lillard. Brown the pass to Gay. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Gay isn't easy to tie up, using his length and muscle to kind of power through the defense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthiest.
Well, you know, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
And Davis puts it in.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing, Greg. You know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Nurkic with the block. Brown against Lillard. Shot from 12. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And the basket is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And it's Brown missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I like the shiftiness of McCollum. I mean, it feels like he can get any shot.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've got 2 minutes into the second half of play now. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, or realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he could not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
Trailblazers leading by 8. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Turner, the bounce pass. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Davis with the double team. Just 4 to shoot. Taken away by Anthony. Brown against Lillard. Brown down low. Anthony trying to get open. Brown, good. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Stewart's checked in for Portland. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much, but I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Pelicans trail by 5. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Lillard from outside. And no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Brown the pass to Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
Move shot.
And that one falls for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Time called here. The Blazers.
20 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ scorer.
Kicks to Nurkic. And it's Harrell at the elbow. McCollum outside. Inside. Davis against Nurkic. Just 3 to shoot. That shot wide open. 30 points for Damian Lillard.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Here's Brown. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They lead by 4. Stewart passes to Lillard. Pelicans pull it in. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Gay comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And stolen by Lillard. Shoots it up. And the basket by McCollum. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Back to Nurkic. He kicks it to Harrell. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Chalk up 2 there.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Harkless is subbed in for Harrell. Laverne, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The kick out to Brown. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's good. This game is all even. Brown's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Lillard against Brown. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Brown. McGee with the block. To the paint. But they get it back. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown against Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Portland.
And the 3 ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for him. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
Good on both. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. It's McCollum on the wing. McGee trying to break free. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Gay's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Okafor has it in the corner. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Drains the 3-pointer. 35 points for Lillard.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Lillard against Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 34 points. 1:43 left to play in the 3rd. Lillard dishes to McGee. It's McCollum on the wing. Over Jackson. McCollum no good. And here's Laverne. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. This game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
They get the rebound. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, never giving up on the glass and getting an easy bucket as a result. Persistence paying off for Okafor.
Here's McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing. New Orleans leading by 3. It's Brown with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard. First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for JaVale McGee. And Turner subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill's checked in.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it. Just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brown against Turner. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 7. 3-pointer Lillard. Hill pulls it in.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
And so it's New Orleans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard.
This honor, these kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 9. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Hill. Rudy Gay is out there with Laverne. Then there's Jackson, and it's Brown in at the 1 spot.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Laverne's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Jackson against Lillard. Stolen by Jackson. Brown against Turner. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Lillard with it. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Brown down low. Turner covering. And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 11. On the wing, Turner finds himself wide open and drills it.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Brown with it, picked up by Turner. Now here's Gay. Defense right on him. Over Harkless. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The shot by Harkless, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Brown against Turner. Brown inside. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Turner. And Insanity picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Maurice Harkless. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Anthony comes in for Rudy Gay. Back to Nurkic. Over Chandler. Nurkic can't hit. Pelicans leading by 9. Now the feed to Jackson. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Stewart. Nails the 16-footer. He's got 24.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Jackson passes to Brown. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Hill. Jackson from long range. That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
The kick out to Brown. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
And really all game long, they've been able to excel with their post game, just dominating on the low block.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Collins. And New Orleans also making a change. Davis is checked in for Hill. Burke, he's checked in for Brown. Here's Jackson. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Tell you what, that's a clutch moment for him right there, delivering at a big time in this game.
McCollum finds Harkless. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So New Orleans wins it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you came out of halftime and had an explosive third quarter. What was the catalyst for that outburst?
I don't think it was anything that triggered it, especially I think I was just feeling fresh. I knew that we had a win on our sights, and I wasn't about to let it get away from us. So, I mean, when the win's there, you just got to grab it. Grab that victory.
You took it off the vine, and that W is going to help in the win column. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.